I go to the YouTube channel to at least show you guys this car in full on video. I tried to record a little bit on my GoPro. Footage got messed up, didn't save. By the time I noticed that, it was too late to try to go back because the paint was pretty much already done. I recorded a little bit on my cell phone, but not enough to really show you a how-to. And I'm not the guy for a how-to. This is only my third car doing full patterns on. I've done you know, probably a dozen or so hoods and small things, but this is really only my third car doing patterns on. So it turned out pretty good. It's not perfect, but we're taking the Bob Ross approach, and these are all going to be happy little accidents. We got some ribbon work, waffle pattern, basket weave, gold leaf, some regular, you know, just stencil work. Not a whole lot of fades. Not really a fan of the fades. I think those get done quite a bit. They look good on some stuff. And this is just the first round of clear. You can see there's some texture in it. You're gonna have that. I'm painting in a home garage, so you're gonna get some texture. But I'm gonna let it breathe for a few weeks, sand it all flat, and then put a few more coats of clear on. I didn't want to hammer on a ton of coats right now because it has a lot of material on it. So he's got some dragon scales down there, a little bit of gradient work, some lace, and even the candy green has texture to it. It's like a brushed finish behind there. Kind of looks almost like a patina. Just to give it some texture underneath the green. You pick up some lines and different light. Looks pretty cool. Gives it kind of something else to look at other than just the green. A kind of a swiped pattern that kind of shifts with the light up top. And then more of the same on the back here. A little bit of silver leafing. Yeah, if you guys want any tips on how to do any of this stuff, I can help you out. It's just a lot of tape, really. The way I do it is I start with all of my effects first. So I'll lay out my lines and I'll pick where I want my effects and I'll build those first and then mask all those off and start doing just, you know, colors around it. But I always start with whatever effects I want to do first. And on this one I did, you know, all of these areas, masked all that off, and then sprayed the green, and then came back in and did some shadows around there just to give it a little bit more depth. Kind of looks like it's, you know, jumping off. So a lot of the original YouTube people remember this thing used to hang from my ceiling on those brackets right there. When I first got it, I ratchet strapped it up there to do a frame off on it. So it has definitely come a long way since then. But yeah, I definitely owed it to you guys to show you guys the car. I post a lot more on Facebook just because it's a lot easier, quicker for me, instead of doing the editing and all that stuff. So if you want to look me up on Facebook, my name is Joe Thompson in Des Moines, Iowa. I got a picture of my black convertible 64 as my profile. Might be this car by the time you get over there, but if you want to be more up to date with some of the projects and cool stuff I do, check me out on there. But I appreciate all the support, everybody.